What up, folks? Today's election day. I figured I'd go on and get this in before the results start trickling in about an hour or so. Let's see where I got this on MSNBC. I got family members that watch MSNBC like it was the damn Playboy channel. And while I was over at my family member's house, they had MSNBC on, and all they were talking about, every other word, was Donald J. Trump. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I got to preface this, first and foremost. No, I did not vote for him in 2016. As I've said, I literally held my nose and voted for the other person. So, I'm not enamored with him. That being said, I think I can say this with quite a bit of confidence. Despite what MSNBC and CNN would like to have people think, the Democrats are not going to regain the House. They are not going to regain the Senate. Stacey Abrams will not be governor of Georgia. Why do I say that? Simple. What the Democrats fail to understand from the DNC on down is this little fact. White people in the South, the Midwest, the Rocky Mountain states, and the Southwest. In other words, people who don't live on the East or West Coast absolutely, positively love this man. Why do they love him? He speaks their language. He says what they wish they could say. He does what they wish they could do. He relates to them in their minds. So, you have a candidate who's talking about he's running against Donald Trump. He's pretty much committed political suicide because the bulk of Americans love him. And I'm talking about the ones in the areas I mentioned, as well as in the suburban and rural areas. He's probably as popular now as Reagan was back in the 80s, and before Reagan, probably Kennedy. Now, Katie Tour on MSNBC had a panel, and she asked the question about white women voters. How do you think, and she asked that in relation to the election down in Georgia, how do you think that the white women are going to vote in Georgia? And I just said, simply put, if they're married, they're going to vote Republican. Married white women, particularly in areas not on the East or West Coast, vote Republican alongside their husbands. And not because that's what their husbands told them to do. So, let's get that straight. But, I wanted to get this out here so when things shake out the way they shake out, and if Rachel Maddow and Lawrence O'Donnell have conniption fits, Stephen Colbert has conniption fits, you can't say you didn't see it coming. Also, I predict Susan Collins is going to lose her seat up in Maine. I think that's going to be payment or reward for her waffling on Kavanaugh. Yes, she was against it at first, and then she changed her mind and voted to confirm. And they're going to say, well, you shouldn't have gone against him in the first place. All of these are predictions, my opinion. If I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. And I'll post videos saying I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Oh well. Get your popcorn out. Sit tight. Watch the results. I got a feeling a whole bunch of folks are going to be crying in their beer, or rather their wine. Comment, rate, subscribe, sub, and share. St. Nick's out.